plan to never go to jail. I'm fresh up out the gutter, I don't know if you can tell. I'm hustling for everything I do for legacy. You can call me any type of day, my dog, I never sleep. The only rule I got is if we don't embarrass me. I write down my problems, then...
It's week 9 of the NFL, and we'll get a look here at wideout A.J. Brown. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Eagles and the Cowboys.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in week 9?
Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time. And it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe he leans on a few other parts of the offense and hopefully springs a receiver or 2 free.
A first down run not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Second down, Prescott.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Picked up by James Bradbury. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff to Swift running left.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Throwing is Hurts. They'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert, his 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Eagles use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead it 7-0. So that drive, 4 plays.
And the drive was all finished off on the touchdown catch by Dallas Goedert. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quick.
There he goes left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 48 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
From the 23, here's 2nd down and 5.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. To throw is Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. When they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Tucker. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Everything moved right, ran it right, dove right. Excellent stuff at the line of scrimmage, though. I mean, I couldn't see it totally from here, but I don't believe he got any yardage.
No, anytime you dive and you come up with 0 yards, not a good feeling.
That's a good effort, right? It'll look good on tape until they count the number of yards you got, right?
They'll run forward with Pollard. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 15 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
And he's been a touchdown machine for this season. He's #1 in the league in rushing touchdowns. So that has to help the entire offense as a whole. Play action passes, other people have a chance to touch the football because if you're a defense, you absolutely have to key on him.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing this time for Smith, and it's intercepted. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They'll have very good starting field position here as they try to break our tie. And they start 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On the left side, Gallup's got it. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. And again, it's Prescott. And probably the wise decision there. No one open, he just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go, and we've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they are on a 1st or a 2nd seed come playoff time.
2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
Hurts sets up to throw it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Hurts to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
They gave up the points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here in their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Scott to return it.
That'll go as a 39-yard punt. Give him 9 on the return.
And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. His throw incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Oh, what a move. It's a 40-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Tony Pollard and his Dallas teammates ready again on offense. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had. Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 74 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
First down, Cowboys.
Able to hit his target Lamb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. The Cowboys sitting at 5-2 on the year, and they've been playing well, really well. I mean, winners of 5 of their last 7, but losers last time out.
Last week they took one on the chin, but to me, this is a pretty resilient bunch. So I don't think they'll dwell too much on that loss. They'll be looking to come out in this one and make amends right now.
The Cowboys on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Prescott. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
Hurts. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. First down, Prescott. And his throw is incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or 2 in and bats it away.
On 2nd down, Prescott again. Here's a screen now for Pollard. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half. Unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift.
And they'll bring him down right around the 13. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Throwing is Hurts.
No, bottled up fumble. It's out. It's loose.
And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead. And it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete. Past the halfway point of the season, and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Jalen Hurts,
and he's got to be one.
Even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw, and most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does.
51 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. They'll motion the tight end across the formation.
On 2nd down, Swift. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
I was pretty surprised when they lined up to run him on 2nd and long, but it worked out for him.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
That is caught by Lamb.
A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
Prescott off play action.
That caught by the rookie tight end, Luke Schoonmaker.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line.
1st down, Cowboys.
Play action now, Prescott.
That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Eagles' 23-yard line.
Prescott now. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us and praise a defense, Brandon, because that's exactly...
Touchdown, Cowboys!
Luke Schoonmaker
with his first career NFL touchdown. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Aubrey Good with a PAT.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Play action. Here's Hurts. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Now a fair catch is called for and taken a few yards across midfield. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were losers a week ago to the Rams, but they've got the lead right now as they start this drive 1st and 10. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action from Philadelphia, PA. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Cowboy 1st down.
Pollard gets it off the option. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Now Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the...
Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, 27 yards. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by the touchdown from CeeDee Lamb. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A quick throw here out to Brown. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 23 yards. That's good for an Eagles.
They'll run right here with Swift. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Once again, it's Swift. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense so far on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Here comes 3rd down and 7. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 30. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17.
12 more yards there and another first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Touchdown, Eagles. Dallas got it with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Elliott good on the extra point. And the lead down to 10, 24-14.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field.
This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I
really
put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try to finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Throwing again. Prescott on 2nd and 10. He's going to find Gallup here complete. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Trying to run forward Pollard, and he's got a first down as he's up to the 48.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
That's got this one complete to Pollard. Oh, what a juke into space. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Here's Prescott. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled in. Mike McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge flag. Now, Mike McCarthy correct in his assessment there to challenge that ruling. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the drive will begin at the 25 as Scott is going to stay in the end zone. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. Now they go screen. It's complete. Fights loose. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. Shifty footwork gets him a little extra on the play. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 30-yard line.
Here's Pollard again. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. 3rd and 12. Pollard will take it up the gut, and he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And maybe more importantly, a victory in the division, which always helps.
And on the road.